MashaAllah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah al-aliyyil azim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi wa kafa. Wa salatu wa salamu ala ibadihi alladhina istafa. Amma ba'du. Farabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Wa qul rabbi adkhilni mudkhala sidqin wa akhrijni mukhraja sidqin waj'al li min ladunka sultanan nasira. Bismillah wa billah wa tawakkaltu ala Allah. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Verse number 121 of Surah Al-Baqarah, second chapter of the Holy Book of Quran. We recite it together. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذين آتيناهم الكتاب يتلونه حق تلاوته أولئك يؤمنون به ومن يكفر به فأولئك هم الخاسرون. This verse, we can say it is a complete independent verse, and the meaning that is here, it is a separate meaning from the verse before that, and also we can take it as a part of that and the continuation of what Allah was telling us in the previous ayah. In the previous verse, Allah talked to his prophet and told him that these Christians and these Jews, they will not be pleased with you unless you follow their creed as they state their creed. But Allah is stating their creed as something which is only their fancies and only their whims and only their caprices, and not actual religion. Here in this verse, Allah is talking about those people that this is almost, we can say, this is this is an explanation to the word that Allah has used in the previous verse, and that was ahwa. Allah stated and named their this millah or their creed, that they were demanding prophet to come to that creed so that they will be pleased with him and they will accept him as prophet. Why Allah stated this practiced religion as a ahwa, or what is according to their hawa, what is according to their whims and wishes and their desires. This ayah, that number 121, is an explanation for that. Allah is telling that if somebody is really on guidance of Allah and he reads the book of Allah, he follows the book of Allah, then he will not have those demands. He will just follow book of Allah and he will follow the guidance that Allah has given, and then he will be on the right path and he will be believers, and there is no need for him to ask prophet to follow them. They will find guidance with new prophet and they will believe in him. Here Allah is telling that from these people, it means that not all of them. Here another thing that is meant by bringing this verse here, maybe it is that Allah want to tell that not all of Christian, not all of Jews are like those who are demanding prophet to follow them. There are some who are following the reality, who are following the words of Allah, and they go by the book which Allah has revealed to them. As Allah is saying, Allazina, those, Atainahumul kitaba, if there are some people, some of them, they follow. Here yatluna, word is used, yatlunahu haqqa tilawati, and this yatlunahu haqqa tilawati, have caused some interpreter, some commentator to take the meaning which is relatively a secondary meaning, and it is not the first meaning. And the first meaning is also correct here, and that can be fit here. It is from Tala Yatlu. Tala Yatlu. And Tala Yatlu means that something that comes after one. If something coming after another, that is Tala. Tala Zaydun Amran. Came Zaid after Amr, and it means that they came orderly. When things are put in order by something, that is Tala Yatlu. Means Tala means he came, or Tala he put something after another. And in Tilawat of Quran, when we do Tilawat, we recite words after another, words and after other, and with the same sequence that words have come to us and Allah has put them. If we recite them as word by word by word and this way, so this is tilawa, so it is tala yatlu. This is one meaning, but the actual meaning is when something comes after another thing, and when some guidance came from Allah and some follower follow it, it is also yatlu. Yatlu means he is going on the back of that, he is going after him, he is running after him, he is following him. That is what it is meant by tilawat. And here it is better to translate following. It means that allazina atainahumul kitaba, those who we gave them the book, who we gave them the sharia, who we gave them the law of practice, to whom we gave them, because al-kitab also we have many times given this meaning to that it means sharia, it means law, it means what Allah want us, Allah's guidance, that is book, be it in Quran or in Torah or in Bible or whatever the other books. All scriptures are part of the book, and Allah has given them, and that is book. If somebody is following that book, alladhina atainahumul kitaba, to whom we gave the book, maybe they were Jews, maybe they were Christian, and maybe they are Muslim. Any of them, if they follow the Sharia code that Allah gave to them at their time, when that Sharia was actually that Sharia was the one that should be followed at that time, then what? Yatlunahu haqqa tilawatihi, they followed that book as it should be followed. And with telling that as it should be followed, as it should be abode by, Allah means that not part of it, not only some separate part of it be followed, and what somebody does not like, leave it on its own, but following the whole of it as it is wanted, as Allah have given the guidance, it should be followed like that, haqqa tilawati. Then what will happen? Oh, Allah tell us, those who are given the book and they are following that completely, haqqa tilawati, as it is told. And it is told in the previous books that if the Sharia and the time is for the prophethood of Moses and his Sharia, then follow him. When it comes to second time for Jesus and his guidance, then everybody should follow him. And now when the time is for the last prophethood and the prophethood of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then everybody should follow him. That is haqqa tilawatihi. That is what is meant by haqqa tilawati, means according to the time according to the guidance of Allah, not according to the will of people and will of somebody. Haqqa tilawati. So then, what is their reward? What is their award? Allah is telling, Ulaika yu'minuna bi. These people are the one who are a real believer. They are the real believer, and we accept them as a believer. And here a question comes that some of the commentators, they given the translation to Yatluna Haqqa Tilawati, they recite it. They recite the book as it should be recited. And we said that meaning is not according to the set of ayah, according to the context that this verse itself have. Because here in the parallel and in the against that, or in the contrary, Allah is saying that waman yakfur. If it was meant there only the recitation of the book, it should be said here, the one who are not reciting. But Allah here, it is not saying that. Allah is saying, وَمَنْ يَكْفُرْ means those who are not following, who are kafirin, who are the one who are making kufr, who are those who are not believing. It means that they are not following. At the one part, they are yatlunahu haqqa tilawati. It means that those who are following that, those who are believing in that and practicing according to that. And here Allah is saying, waman yakfur. And if that meaning was real meaning for yatlunahu, that they recite as it should be recited, then here it was to be said, waman la yatlu haqqa tilawatihi faulaika al khasirun. While Allah is not saying those who are not making tilawa, Allah is saying those who are making kufr to that, means they are not following that verdicts and those law which Allah has given, those commands that Allah has given. They are not following that. وَمَنْ يَكْفُرْ, if somebody is making kufr to that, he is not believing in that, he is not practicing according to those guidance of Allah, فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ. Those people are the one who are losers. They are completely in loss. And here Allah is not saying that I am not, they are the one who are punished. Allah is saying here a reality, because talk is about reality, talk is about guidance, talk is about hidayah, and that is according to our real life, our life. Then somebody is not taking good guidance from somebody, he will find himself in a loss. He will lose, and he will have some damages to his life, or damages to his properties, or maybe damage to his other belongings. So khasara is talked about here, and Allah is telling that these people are the one who will have loss of that, and that will not cause any damage to Allah or His Prophet. Ulaika فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ. And here again the same pronoun is used, hum, in between. فَأُولَٰئِكَ الْخَاسِرُونَ, also it was a complete sentence, but Allah has set an extra article here like hum. This is not article, pronoun. I take it as a word. Allah has set here an extra word in between khabar and mubtada, so that He can say that is the only case, that is the only way, that is the only thing that will be for them. Ulaika humul khasirun. They are the only one who are khasir, because they have diverted from the right path, and if somebody diverts from the right path, then he will never end to a good goal or good destination. May Allah keep us on the right path. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless us all.